जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः।
The Gospel of the Holy Mother, Sri Sharada Devi. Reminiscences and conversations recorded by Swami Arupananda. Place Udbodhan, Prayer Hall, 29th October 1910. It was early in the morning. I was seated near the mother's bed. She began to talk to me about the Master. Mother, on the very day I reached Puri, I quickly finished worship of the Master in the morning by placing his picture on a tin containing ghee. Then I went to visit the temple of Sri Jagannath after locking the room. When I returned, I saw the picture of the Master at the foot of the tin. The others too came and noticed it. All felt that some thief might have entered the house in our absence. But all the things in the room remained undisturbed. At last, I noticed that big red ants had gathered on the tin. It was a ghee tin, you see. Since they had approached the picture of the Master also, he had come down and settled himself below. Disciple, does the Master really live in the picture? Mother, of course he does. The body and the shadow are the same. And what is his picture but a shadow? Arupananda, does he live in all the pictures? Mother, yes. If you pray to him constantly before his picture, then he manifests himself through that picture. That place where the picture is kept becomes a shrine. Suppose a man worships the Master there, Mother pointing to a plot of land north of the Udbodhan, then the place is associated with his presence. Disciple, well, good and bad memories are associated with all places. Mother, it is not exactly like that. The Master will pay special attention to such a place. Disciple, does the Master really partake of the food that you offer to him? Mother, yes, he does. Arupananda, but we do not see any sign of it. Mother, a light comes out of his eyes and licks all the articles of food. His ambrosial touch replenishes them again, so there is no decrease. The Lord comes down from Vaikuntha, that is the heavenly abode of Sri Vishnu, to where the devotee calls him. On the night of Kojagari Purnima, Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, comes down to the earth from Vaikuntha. She visits and accepts the worship in those places where she wants to bestow her special grace. Let me tell you a very interesting story. My mother-in-law had seen at Kamarpukur a fair girl about 14 or 15 years old with earrings made of conch shells and with diamond bangles on the arm. The goddess Lakshmi herself, who had come in the form of the girl, spoke to her under the bakul tree, which was opposite the house of the master. My mother-in-law asked, "Who are you, dear?" Sri Lakshmi replied, "Oh, I have specially come here." My mother-in-law asked, "Have you seen my son, Ram Kumar? He has gone to perform worship. It is already so late and he has not returned yet." "Yes, he is on his way back," said Lakshmi. "From that place itself, I have now come to visit your house." "No, dear," said my mother-in-law. "There is nobody at home. Please do not come now." Hearing such repeated refusals to entertain her, the goddess disappeared, saying, "All right. Anyway, I will look after you all in a general way." So, you see, their circumstances never improved to a great extent. However, they could maintain themselves on basic food and clothing. My mother-in-law had seen the girl from the direction of the house of the Lahas, where the corn used to be stored. On his return, when my brother-in-law heard of all this, he exclaimed, "Oh mother, you did not understand. Today is Kojagari Purnima. Lakshmi herself had come." My brother-in-law could foretell things and verified this incident by astrological calculations.
यथाग्नेर्दाहिका शक्ति रामकृष्णे स्थिता हिया यथाग्नेर्दाहिका शक्ति रामकृष्णे स्थिता हिया सर्वविद्या स्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम् शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्।